So Nina Simone was a classically trained, Southern-born musician who first became popular in the 1950s, late 1950s, with an eclectic blend of jazz, folk, some classical. Her classical training was evident too. She fused genres and different styles in the ballads that she sang and in nightclubs, primarily for white audiences at that time. And that's how she first became famous and got her first recording contracts and moved to New York City in the late 1950s. At that point, into the early 1960s, she was friends with many activists, but she wasn't really thinking of herself as a particularly political person. In September 1963, she heard that 3 girls had been killed in Birmingham, Alabama, as the result of a bomb that the Ku Klux Klan had planted in a church in Birmingham. And she talks about hearing that news and feeling filled with fury and rage. And she says that at that point that she wrote the song Mississippi Goddam, which she said was her first civil rights song. That song appeared on the album In Concert, which came out in 1964. And on this album there were several songs in addition to Mississippi Goddam in which Nina Simone really commented on black activism, participated in black activism, and really helped to shape black activism and how people both expressed their rage at these events, expressed their demands, and made claims for freedom. For example, in Mississippi Goddam, Nina Simone rejected calls for patience. She said, you know, me and my people are just about due. She issued a warning. She said, you're all going to die and die like flies. She rejected interracial activism. She rejected gradual baby steps towards advances in rights for African Americans. She said, now is the time. She said, integration isn't what we want. We want to just be free, to live where we want, to do what we want, to act the way we want. There were many other songs in which she made similar moves. If we fast forward a few years to 1968 and other songs from that year, Nina Simone talked about the assassination of Martin Luther King, why the King of Love is dead. In April of 1968, she was due to perform in Long Island, and she got to the venue and she saw people huddled around a TV set. And that's how she learned that Martin Luther King had been assassinated. 3 days later, she performed the song, Why the King of Love is Dead, which was a way to perform and express the grief and the rage and the sense of hopelessness that so many Americans, black and white, were feeling in the days and the weeks after the assassination of Martin Luther King.